Hello everyone. Hope you're okay. I know I'm not. But just because I'm not doesn't mean I can't wish well to others. So I found out that they're destroying books so they can scan them in, which is something that you don't need to do. So they can alter history, since we won't have any physical copy of the original text. Isn't that fucking great? Also, the sheer, like, visceral response that I had for them seeing, for like, me seeing a hydraulic press, which they use for cutting notebooks down and books to make sure there's a straight edge. Just cutting the spines right off. And scanning it in to teach AI models, because, you know, that's what we all want, right? Like, what's next? The fucking ancient hieroglyphics in Egypt. Oh, we just scanned all of those. We took pictures of everything and put them into AI and all this stuff. So we can just destroy the physical structures now. You know, save space. Save space! It's all here in AI. Right? That's what they can do. I went on this tangent. Like a couple days ago to my husband, and I told him, I was like, they're harboring potentially a dead body, or making you believe that this person that represents the people is alive and not dead in a hospital. But that's fine, because you won't know any different as long as AI tells you that they're still alive. I told him, I went on this like tangent about, I was like, remember the great Michael Jackson? Well, don't worry, he's still alive. We've took all of his music and all of his media responses and we fed it into AI, and now you don't ever have to worry about losing your favorite artist anymore. With AI, we can keep them alive, even far after they've gone and passed. They'll be releasing albums as if they're really here. And I went on this like long thing. It's like we're able to replicate his voice perfectly. He's coming out with a new album soon. Then, soon enough, we won't even have to, like, with them releasing AI pictures of people as proof of life and stuff, we won't know truth anymore. Oh no, they didn't die. They're still alive. You see them? They're still in the hospital. They're still legislating. You know, in fact, they're going to be one of the oldest people to ever live. He's on track to being 149 years old. I guess that turtle antic was actually really true. They really did just know the right medicine on how to give them. On top of that, like, think about all the information that they'll sway. It's already been proven that there's AI models out there that are misguiding people about vaccine information and how to treat certain illnesses, because it's all manipulated if you just ask the chat GPT and not your fucking actual doctor. But I mean, don't worry about that. You won't need any doctors when AI comes and takes over, you know. AI is going to know everything, and then we're not going to need those lowly jobs anymore. Trust AI, not your doctor, not your physician that sees you in person, right? There's a lot of like concepts that people have been talking about. Actually, it's not even concepts. The ballroom is such a big issue for our leadership, for the person that is unfortunately running the country. They're pushing for the the ballroom. I said the quiet part out loud. And they're putting a data center underneath it. Why? So they can take all of American history and our legislators for whatever politicians that are currently in charge, taking their speech their speeches, their stances on things, training AI models for it, so we won't have to ever vote again. We'll be governed by an artificial intelligence party. And we won't know any different, and there won't be anything that is stopping them from doing that because there's no precedent and there's no laws regulating it. Especially now that the orange orangutan in the House of White is deregulating, and actually I think there's plans or talks that he is going to actually write an EO so states can't regulate AI. But that's the greater thing that I heard is like there's White House legislation, or the plan is to create a data center that is under the ballroom that is essentially going to be a governing body of the United States of America. It's going to make decisions for us long after people have passed away. But like with you training AI to be Turtle McConnell, you'll never be without him. And that goes for everyone. So it's just like, it's so dystopian at this point, and it's like, why are you doing this? Like, will we be needed for anything anymore? Oh, don't worry about creative artists anymore. I went off on a side tangent about, you know, how they're training AI models to make all of this stuff. Remember when you used to like watch those films and you'd be like, oh, look at the behind the scenes of how CG works, and these digital artists that worked on like movies and video games and stuff showed you frames and 3D renderings and like you know, like the internal structures of like codes and graphics and all of that stuff, so you could see how it operated and then what happened when they put texturing and layering over that stuff. And it was like a whole creative process that like a lot of people during the 2000s really wanted to get into. And it's like, oh yeah, but you don't need to worry about those types of people anymore because we're AI is going to do everything for us. So we're not going to have real artists anymore because those are invaluable. AI can do it, right? Like, where are we headed as a society when people are no longer needed to be people? When you can outsource people for AI, even though AI, like it's so crazy because that fucking nutbag Elon Musk says that AI is going to make us obsolete in like 5 years. Who the fuck created the AI and the large language models? People who literally created every fucking thing on this planet. We did. So what do you mean? We even as people still can't build robots that can replace us in jobs yet. Like fully functioning, articulable, like fingers and doing delicate work, stuff that requires senses that can't be replicated in non-organics. And then even if we do, what is the next step? Are we going to relive the whole fucking Quarians life from Mass Effect, where they were literally created these free labor free labor robots called the Geth, and they train them to be smart because they're tech wizards, the Quarians, and then these robots gain sentience and they're like, hey, I don't like to be enslaved, I like to think for myself and all this stuff. And the people that are doing this to us are our creators, but like also we are artificial life forms. They get hungry, they get sleepy. We could kill them all. We can repair ourselves, right? So if we ever get damaged, we can repair ourselves. They can't. They need time, and they need medicine, and they need, you know, sleep, and they need food and water and shelter and all that stuff. We don't. We can run them off the earth. We can kill them all. Well, they tried to kill them all, and a lot of the Quarians escaped their own planet. And they went to live in a flotilla out in space that kept moving. They were evading the Geth, because the Geth were going to hunt them across the universe. This is Battlestar Galactica, where the Cylons are trying to kill people to replace them because shit got out of hand. And they were hunting the humans to the edges of the galaxy to try to eliminate the people, the things that is their biggest enemy. Their artificial life versus organic life. Terminator 2. Terminator. Who's to say any of that stuff isn't coming with this like sudden push of like AI and robots and not allow, like, we're gonna kill the planet, and then whatever we create with the things that are killing the planet, data centers, lack of water, all of that stuff, is going to aid in our own eradication. Do people not think that that's something that could happen? People create a whole bunch of AI slop now, so much so that people don't know truth, what's fabricated and what's truthful, what's real, like with their own eyes. And then you have people that are like, this isn't true, that's AI, when they don't have any fucking idea, and it confuses people. So we're gonna start seeing some crazy shit happening in the world, as if it's not crazy enough. We're gonna fucking find out that mermaids are real and they actually fucking eat people. Or that aliens are here, and then what people are gonna do is like, it's gonna look like footage and shit that like that they recorded. And people are gonna be like, that's not real. Look at, that's so AI. When it's actually something that's real. We're not going to be able to believe anything. I mean, take a look at all the fucking regulations that have been stripped from the United States and all of that when it comes to food. We can't fucking eat anything right now. It's all poisoned and contaminated. There's fucking leprosy in Florida. There is listeria in milk. There's salmonella in chicken and eggs. I haven't seen pork actually in my grocery store for about a month now. There's no bacon. There's no ground pork right now. We have someone that, we have the richest person on earth saying that people shouldn't be growing their own produce because we can go to the fucking grocery store and buy a perfectly, like, oh, sorry, a pristine, perfect piece of produce. So just pushing for capitalism. Fuck the old ways. Fuck farming. And also, if I want to grow some fucking potatoes or tomatoes or carrots or onions on my own fucking property, that is my choice, and I can do that if I want to. Why are you bashing on someone that wants to fucking grow some shit from their own house? Because you want to, because your hand is literally in everything and it benefits you in some type of way? Why is Bill Gates pushing for his fucking artificial meat? It's officially been banned in Italy. I didn't even know it was in fucking production. His synthetic lab-grown meat. Like, that sounds disgusting. I'd rather not. Don't knock it until you try it. Yeah, well, you know what also I haven't tried? Cutting my fucking wrist, but I'm pretty sure I wouldn't like it. Like, and the thing is people think Elon Musk is like this fucking genius of a person when he doesn't fucking say anything, and on top of that, he has no control of his emotions whatsoever. The second you detract or you try to tell him the truth, but people don't fucking like him, he like has a fucking baby fit and he can't control his emotions, and he always throws like false equivalences out. Like, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. The fact is, like, you can say, oh well, this place is pretty fucking shitty here, right? And he can be like, oh well, you know, it's worse in other places. Oh well, okay, since it's worse in other fucking places, then I guess it's okay that it's terrible fucking here, right? What sense does that make? You can't, like, people act like he's this great profound mind when all he does is fucking mince word salad that doesn't answer or say anything, and people think because he stutters over his words and he has some fucking, like, he's not able to like fluidly think and he stutters and stammers over his words, that he's saying something fucking profound when he's not. And the real tragedy is that the stupid people that look to him as a fucking leader of some kind don't realize he's not fucking smart. Just because you have the money to buy things that are expensive and do something worthy in this fucking planet, or could actually make a difference in something, and when you're literally not even propping the people up that run your businesses and pretend to take you, he doesn't even play Path of Exile himself. He doesn't know how to play the fucking game. That's all he does. He was his racist ass father took over a fucking emerald mine in Africa and gained all of his fucking wealth while raping Africa of their riches. Has the audacity to say that he has the white savior complex and he fed fucking people. Then he passed it on to his fucking xenophobia immigrant son here in the United States and acts like he's fucking done something. All he did was stripped aid from fucking Africa and all this other place, like money that wasn't his. I saw like his fucking interview that he did recently where he essentially said, oh, I gutted all these things because USAID was getting on schedule payments to, you know, help prevent AIDS. I mean, regardless of what fucking country it is, I'm sorry, I was pretty sure that people from Africa could come to the United States and, oh, I don't know, if they had fucking diseases and shit, they could potentially spread it to other Americans or other places that they go. Were they put in a compromising situation like that? And I'm not saying that at all, like, people with, you know, in Africa all have diseases or anything like that. The same applies to us. We can bring diseases to other places if we don't get the fucking aid we need. It's not like, oh, you're no longer getting treatment for whatever your condition is. Sorry, you can't leave the country. You can't leave the country that you came from. No, people are allowed to go wherever they fucking choose. There's no fucking wall or anything like that. And if they were in a position and like a disease or bacteria or parasite or STD or whatever gets passed to another person that is not from the place that they're from, that enables spread of stuff. So giving scheduled aid from our tax dollars for USAID to help AIDS and HIV patients and shit that we spread over to Africa because we wanted to eradicate black people. Not we, people wanted to eradicate black people and thought this was a way that they could do it without actually openly committing genocide with bombs and weapons. That it won't affect us. It's all for it's all for, to quote Yora, for the glory of mankind. So it doesn't matter. We're all people and we can all spread shit. And if no one is being taken care of and we have the ability to help other people, why wouldn't we when it's to everyone's benefit? So anyway, he canceled all that shit and he's saying, well, there's 10,000 NGOs that are out there that can do it. Okay, the thing is NGOs and donations are not on schedule like the government subsidies that were sent out for USAID, that were accounted for in USAID. He's talking about, gosh, what's her name? I should really remember her name more. But Jeff Bezos' ex-wife, who gives away billions of dollars to several organizations for the glory of mankind, to help protect humanity. And then it's talking about Bill Gates' fucking foundations where they can get donations and saying, oh, well, they can just do it. What the fuck are you talking about? That's like literally the false equivalency of saying, oh, we pay service workers shit because they're allowed to get tips. How about you pay service workers well and also allow them to earn tips from other people. You can't subsidize a fucking living wage for people and say, oh, well, you have the honor of working here. You make minimum fucking wage or half of minimum wage, and you need to really just do good service. That way you can make all of your money extra in bulk in tips. You can't subsidize a fucking fair wage to your customers on top of paying for a service or a product. It's getting fucking outrageous. That's like the same type of thing. And also, I didn't hear him at all offer up the fact that, oh yeah, no, I'm gonna go ahead and give out of my pocket to help people, you know, overseas and shit, make sure that their AIDS treatments, their HIV treatment, their antiretrovirals are paid for. He didn't say fucking shit. He said, no, let Bill Gates do it. He has a foundation out there. Let Bezos, Miss former Bezos wife do it. She has a foundation. She gives away all of her money. Okay, that may be true and it might help, but getting governmental like help on schedule is also nice. It's also helping humanity. Also, he fucking lived there and he doesn't want to give any fucking aid there. That's crazy. He's still not an American citizen, just so you guys know. And neither is fucking Kevin O'Leary. He's a Canadian. Yet why is he making political decisions here? Why is he allowed to buy up all of the fucking land and create businesses here and not be a citizen of this country? Like, why is that a fucking thing? I had no idea that was possible. This is the type of shit that I've been thinking about and dealing with all over. In the greater Metro Phoenix area alone, there's 98 fucking data centers. Now, I'm not saying that data centers aren't needed, right? But a normal Google search data center is different than an AI data center that is built with the infrastructure to surveil people. I saw in an article today, someone posted about it, said that the Texas police looked at 83,000 flock cameras to track a woman who had an abortion. But y'all can't find them kids, right? Y'all can't find missing people, right? Abducted women, right? Of course they fucking found a woman who dared to have a fucking abortion. Why would they care about that more than those other things? Oh, because she literally took away their next meal. That's why. That's why they actually searched and hunted her ass down. Searched 83,000 flock cameras to find this bitch because she dared to take away their next fucking meal. The potential of her having a baby that they could fucking eat. This is the bizarrest fucking time. And they turned off CERN. So now everything's like getting fucking weird, or maybe it's regulating. I don't know. Time compression is a fucker. But it's like who's gonna regulate it? Like, we're destroying the fucking planet and no one cares. Anyway, back to the greater Phoenix area. We have 98 data centers. 98 in a place that has been in a fucking 30-year drought. The amount of water that we're using here because people are moving here has been declining annually based off the rain that we've been based off the rain and water that we've been getting. It's been in decline. Our fucking lakes our natural freshwater lakes, they're like dried up. You can't even dock a boat now because the water is so fucking low. And they have 46 more planned. 46 more of them in a state with no water and where it's extremely hot. Do they really think that those fucking those gray water treatment facilities, the fucking methane gas plants, and like coal mines and all this other shit is gonna help the state of Arizona? Do you think it's gonna make it cooler with all those exhausts that are coming? Because I'm pretty sure it's pretty fucking hot here. In the summer it gets to 49 degrees. It's 121 or 122 degrees Fahrenheit here at the peak hottest points in Arizona. And they want to create these data centers that are going to actually pump out more heat and bad gases when more of these data centers built up. And that's probably why it's so fucking hot here now, because I've lived here my whole life and it's literally never ever been this hot. And back from when I can remember, when I was younger, it was never this hot, first of all. And the things that we're doing, people want to deny climate change and all that shit. Well, if you put fucking heaters outside in a hot ass state with no water, what do you think is gonna fucking happen? I actually remember in my teens, I used to be able to go outside because I had to take public transportation. I used to take public transportation and it was fine. I used to wear a hoodie. Like I already like am sensitive to sunlight and heat. As it is, I have been my entire life. I don't know. It just feels like the UV rays and shit like it burns my skin. It feels like fire, like someone's holding a flame to me. So I've been able to wear hoodies in very, very hot weather to protect my skin from direct UV rays. And back then it was not an issue. Now it's so difficult for me to even go outside because it's been so much hotter than it has historically. And like, I feel like I have to quote, Dolores Umbridge here. Progress for the sake of progress must be discouraged. I canceled my Netflix subscription because they not admitted, or someone got them to say something. I forget what the fucking article, what particular wording they used, but they said essentially that they've used AI in 300 movies and shows. So I'm voting with my dollar. I ought not, like, what's gonna happen? Oh, Scarlett Johansson? Don't fucking worry about her. She will never age when it comes to AI. We're gonna take her likeness and start putting her in films she does not even have to act in, and all of your movies will be 100% profit because you won't have to pay for the talent anymore. She wasn't actually there. She didn't actually play in the parts. We took her likeness and we digitally put her in a fucking movie, and that way people come out to show up for Scarlett Johansson or whoever their favorite actor is to play in a movie that is impossible to film or make, but it's all AI generated. So all of the money that people spend at the movie theater is yours to keep. You won't have to pay your actors and actresses. You'll never need to worry about that again. We have enough information out there. We have enough movies of these actors, these celebrities, these musical artists, that we can feed it into AI models that we create to where we don't need them anymore. We won't need to pay them. We won't need to house concerts because, I mean, shit, what did they have in Japan? Hatsune Miku? Hatsune Miku is a Vocaloid voice singing program that was created like fucking 15, 20 years ago. And she has concerts in Japan where she's projected onto a mesh net and people show up in droves for that. But does anyone care? No, because she's fake, first of all. But if you're gonna tell me, oh, Michael Jackson is back, he's having his first concert in 20 years since his death with a new album, come see him, and it's all AI, and it's like, death won't be a thing. We'll be forever immortalized. We have authors taking ideas from other authors that write books by hand, creating books of other authors' real lives, and saying, oh, here, I wrote a book generated through AI about the situation that you guys talked about, you and your husband talked about on your TikTok. And I compiled that book together, and here you go. I'm giving it to you as a gift. Hope you like it. Not understanding that first of all, that's her story and her book to write, but also you didn't write anything. You generated it through AI. So you're literally an author that uses artificial intelligence and large language models to write your books, which calls into question all of your previous works now. We have AI data centers scanning old and rare books and then destroying them afterwards, or destroying them in the process of scanning them into large databases. My iPhone has a text to voice feature on here, and you can train it by saying a series of phrases. And when I had laryngitis and I couldn't speak, if I wanted to, I could have typed in whatever I said if I would have trained it with my voice, and it would have sounded just like me. So we have people that are willingly doing that with their phones, so they think it's a neat and unique feature, not knowing where that fucking voice data is going to go, and if messages can't be fabricated using AI. Oh, I was on the phone with them. See, this is Mitch McConnell's voice. See, we had a 17-minute conversation. See where that's going? There's no regulation on AI for, at least not much, for creating CSAM using real kids, in which Musk is fighting suing to overturn that decision for some fucking reason. There's no consequences for people who make deepfake adult entertainment videos of real life living people, and no one can distinguish what's real and what's not. Anyway, one thing to think about, why do you think they announced Lindsey Graham's death so immediately? Whatever happened to him, I don't care what happened. He's dead. He's not on this planet. You know why? Because over there in the Republican Party in Washington, D.C., it's one big, open, closeted, gay party. And the reason why they didn't make Lindsey Graham get the Mitch McConnell treatment is because Lindsey Graham was too close to fucking revealing the truth of everyone being gay that's there, which is fucking fine. No one cares. You guys care more than everyone else does. But the fact of the matter is that you partake in it and you like it because that's your life, but you'll legislate against it because you can't accept your life for who it is. And so you'd rather align with the furthest party away from aligning with, human rights and values. You know, allowing people to do what they want to do with their own life. No one cares. Like, no one cares. The fact that you care shows that you're really insecure, and that you'll legislate and take rights from other human beings, other adults, mind you. And their ability to do things is just asinine to me. That's the only reason. That's the only reason they did that. He was too close to outing everyone. Not that he would have done it himself, but a lot of shit was coming out on him. He was secretly a gay man. And also, I'm so sorry. I felt, when it comes to Senator Lindsey Graham, not only was he a fucking warmonger tyrant, he never met a war that he didn't like, but it turns out there wasn't a dick he didn't like. And that's fine. The thing is I felt grief that he wasn't able to live his life the way it made sense for him while he was still here. That's the unfortunate part about it. But yeah, that's not going to happen in the future. None of these senators or politicians, if there's no more voting, none of these senators or politicians are going to die anymore. Donald Trump knows he's not gonna fucking make it to run for fucking 2028. But they'll make us believe he did. Watch. They're gonna make us believe that he's still alive, he's still well, he's in rehab, and that he's committed to serving the American people to his dying breath. We're going to have record label companies that are going to profit off of their musicians, their artists, IP, voice, appearance. They're going to miraculously be alive for 130 years because they're going to secretly create albums of new music. You know, from Mariah Carey 60 years from now, she's going to come out with a new album. Jennifer Lopez, she's going to come out with a new album 60 years from now, fully recorded and everything. What are you talking about? Jennifer Lopez didn't die. At the age of 60 years later, at the age of 120, she's still alive. She's still singing. Ralph Fiennes as Voldemort? Ralph Fiennes won't die. Anya Taylor-Joy? Bryce Dallas Howard? Those actors, they're not going to die. Johnny Depp, he's going to live forever. And the thing is they won't have to pay him either when he does. And no one will know if he's alive or not. The whole fucking speculation that, you know, Elvis Presley is still alive and well. Those are going to become realities because people are going to be like, oh yeah, these people aren't actually dead. Watch, soon we're going to get an album from Tupac. He didn't actually die, right? He escaped. And then he finally came back. He finally came back and he wanted to release his album. I mean, the White House has already been caught creating fake videos of incidents with people doing things that people didn't do, and that's justification for them to kill people or sentence people, incarcerate people. If we have a judge that's been on a seated bench, for example, Supreme Court, I'm pretty sure people don't see those people all the time. But I can bet you we won't hear of another death of one. Just my 2 cents. Who's the next one you think is going to go? Is it going to be Clarence Thomas? I thought Turtle McConnell would have been going before Senator Lindsey Graham. And I woke up one morning and I'm like, wait, he's dead? What? I wouldn't have... That was not on my bingo card. My bingo card, sure enough, had Senator Turtle McConnell. I mean, it really did. But apparently he's still alive. The thing is I have people in my family that are in the medical field, and someone who's 84 years old would not survive chest compressions. If that's what they're claiming that's what they did. He fell? So what? Did he fall and die instantly and he needed to be recovered? So you did chest compressions to bring him, to revive him? He died. No one can convince me otherwise, unless he comes out tomorrow. But the thing is they've been releasing AI AI generated photos of him and his wife posing together like it's a fucking Christmas card picture. And they're trying to get us to believe that they're proof of life photos. Why can't Elaine Chao record a video? Why can't she record a video of her husband that she loves so much and say, hey, this is Elaine Chao, do a little selfie thing, and look at, here's Mitch McConnell. He's doing a lot better. What the fuck happened? He had pneumonia? That's what they're claiming. If he fell, he had no broken bones. Like, he didn't hit his head. He didn't bonk his head. He didn't do anything that... Why is he in rehab? It's all a lie. It's all a lie. But, you know, it's fine. It's fine by me, honestly. The reason being is because a no vote towards the Voter Suppression Act is better than a yes vote with a Republican replacement that will come if Andy Beshear says the seat is vacant. Because it's been since 1992 since a Democrat held a senator position there in Kentucky. I lived in Kentucky for 2 years. It would be another yes vote for the Voter Suppression Act. So I'd rather keep Mitch McConnell in rehab for the next 2 years, please. He's gonna be in let him be in recovery, in rehab for the next 2 years. That's fine by me. The thing that I think about most with all these AI data centers popping up and these like cameras and shit for flock to come up, the only thing I can think of is the animals in my state not being able to access water because all of them are it's all being sucked up by shit that doesn't even matter. That's all I really care about. I care about animals not being able to get water in my state where water is scarce. That's what I really care about. They're throwing up so many of these data centers in Arizona without letting the environment around the data center adjust. That we won't understand the gravity in which we're harming the ecosystem here, the very delicate ecosystem. And that's a scary thought for me. We should be able to we should be able to enjoy our life in peace and without the groundwater being contaminated and without the fear of without the fear of getting cancer or poisoned by the infrastructure around us. Most Americans can't afford a $400 emergency. You know? So what makes them think that we're going to be able to afford cancer treatment? Doctor bills, you know? I don't have cancer money. I really, really don't. And now we can't even eat our food. We can't even eat fresh food. What is this person doing? Have they stood there this whole time? Yeah, it is some BS. Books are needed. They are the most sacred thing that we have as human beings. That is like a history of us, of humanity. The stories we tell, the history we've lived through. If you skew history from what it actually is, you don't understand the present or why the present has come to be the way that it is, you know? It's incalculable, the results of why things are the way that they are today if history is changed. We should pinch these fuckers, but shit, we got all of them popping up now. We were in the lead and now we're in last place. We need to attack more red. We're just aiming to completely ring out red. Die trying, right? Otherwise, it's just not going to happen. Oh, so they're just fighting each other. Sorry, they're fighting us, the team with the lowest. So go ahead, blue. Push red closer to winning by attacking yellow. I swear, some of these people that don't know how to play the fucking game probably shouldn't. It's an all-out war. Actually, there's some strategy put in it. You think they were that simple to just be like, oh yeah, it's just PvP, whatever that is. I think this person's a bot. Because they are literally doing the same thing. This warrior, and I don't think they've moved. And they're using protect for no reason. $97 points until Flames wins. $47 points until they win. Yep, and here comes Red coming to attack us. Not the actual enemy. Oh, and not those in here, she's just being a dog. She's laying right here. I don't know what to do with my hair most of the time, so it's just You know, I'm kind of just like sick and tired of being sick and tired. I wish I could let this shit go, but I just can't. It's annoying. I have a really strong sense of justice, and this ain't doing it. Like, I'm frustrated all of the time, and because I am not a millionaire, I just can't relocate. I mean, Americans know that relocating even stateside or to another state is extremely expensive. Not everyone can do it unless someone's paying for it, like a business. But that's the thing, is I don't want it to be statewide. What is this person doing? A tank that you have to remind to put on stance. I really don't want to sing any songs because the cooldown is so long. And these mobs are not. So this is where they have church. This is where they have seminar. And all of the peasants are there in the gated sections.
I'll cut you to pieces! I will not yield to you! I have the power! Down with you!
Where's he? He says, oh, wrong door. This place is boring after a million years of doing it.
Filthy rats! Get on with you! Sickness must be purged! And now the final cup! mercy. You disgust me. Sickness must be purged. Get on with you. Sickness must be purged.
Almost there. Let's see what main scenario I get to fall asleep in. Charybird's the best. I love Charybird. Nada. Get up, you lazy dog. Nada. She just turned and looked at me all sassy. No songs up. There's the sleepy doggy. Sleepy old girl.
It is the blessing of light that confounds you.
La Brea.
Your foe acts under the protection of the crystal she bears.
So, this is what empowers her.
Beyond mortal limits. If you are to prevail, the hammer of darkness must needs be brought to bear upon the shield of light. And so it shall, for the Ultima weapon is host to a power of which you are as yet ignorant.
Speak plainly, Ascian.
The heart of Sabik. It is the weapon's core, an enigma whose surface even the vaunted scholars of ancient Aleg failed to scratch. The magic within has lain dormant for eons.
Of what magic do you speak?
A spell without parallel. Ultima. I sought the life force of the primals for no other reason but to quicken the core. For the true power of the Ultima weapon lies within its now beating heart.
Law Brea, what have you done?
No more than was necessary for my god to be reborn.
Damn you, Ascian.
No more necessary than for his
The
god to
hour
be
is at
reborn
hand. Behold, but a sliver
several
of
years
my
later.
god's power. From the deepest pit of the seven hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens, the world shall tremble. Unleash Ultima!
Such devastation! This was not my intention!
Oh, Heidelin. It seems the task of keeping your champion alive has exhausted what strength you had left. Van Belsar, your enemy's shield is broken. The rest I leave to you.
We will speak later, Ascian. But first, I must deal with you.
Oh, I got
The question of who is
to
mightier
make...
remains.
I have to peel some potatoes and boil some eggs.
Come, adventurer. Let us find the answer together.
And it is getting hot AF in my room. The same writing CLV3. Let me put it up. Oh man, almost there. Just a little, let's say 1/5 of a level. Alright, give me just a second. I'll be right back. Ooh, it's a 5-minute. Oh, ISIS is on. I can't see, my keyboard's dark. Boston. It's all waiting. I have no idea why, apart from these classes just not engaging me enough as Black Mage does. Like, I could literally zone out and just fall asleep playing these other classes. But like Black Mage, I'm just like I'm zoned in. I don't know why that is. They all cannot be that boring, or maybe it could just be my brain is like, yeah, I'm not interested in this. Let's reserve some energy. I really like this place, but I really don't like this place. I'm glad people are like rushing though. I kind of love that. Well, I do love it. I don't kind of love it. I love it. Am I down to Armin Souls? Does it not matter at this point? I forget. Does everyone want to get Airman Soul? Is this the new strategy? Oh, shielded. It's been so long since this content came out that like I don't really quite remember the specific mechanics. I used to watch a few creators do raid guides, but like I think they've all ceased stopping making the raid guides, and I just don't require them, you know, anymore. And also, I'm not sure if I can really recall ever needing one for this place. Like, I never needed that, sorry, I never needed them to play the content, but I did need them to understand why we were doing some things some more. It's like the autopsy of an Alliance raid, you know? So you could see why things were happening and the way that dungeons were built and stuff. Like, that stuff's interesting to me. And I can pretty much discern that, like, pretty easily with some of the newer stuff. But some of the older stuff I don't understand anymore because you run through them so quickly that it doesn't matter why. Like why the squid void monster, what is his name, Cuckoo-Lane? Why it goes invulnerable. It's like, oh, well, you have to get the foo bars and whatever. I couldn't tell you what it is, but just like I can't tell you why Agents of the Labyrinth is the way that it is anymore. It's been so long. It's been so long since mechanics mattered, by and large, that I forget what the mechanics are. That's my platform. just have unlimited vomit tack like that? That'll show a Karen or a Kevin. Doesn't that make it more powerful? Yeah, I think it has to. That's why we have to destroy the Kulars. Yes, give me my tally up my no damage. Because of a good scholar shield. Animations, man. Pitch Perfect is so cool. terrifying. Yeah, you know, second jump. Oh, come on. I have like a fifth. No, it's 1, 2, 3, 1/6 of a bar. It's only 3,789,000. 780,000. So I'm gonna do trials and normal raids, I think.
Let the victor's reign be sanctioned by the blood of the fallen. I need more power. Visions are these? Out of my way! Is this my weakness given shape? is my path.
Aw, so cute.
I trust only in myself.
That is a Covenant elite.
The ultimate power! This power is proof of my authority! Resonates within reality.
Last second, because I was trying to play these ones down here.
Mine is the power! Mine is the wrath! Light my blades!
Oh, I did it. Level 100. So what's this? Oh, okay. That's pretty dope. All right. I guess that will do it for today. Thank you so much for entertaining my rambles and hanging out with me. I will see you in the next one.